Hey guys, what is up? It's your boy Lloyd here bringing another video, and today we're going to be talking about PlayStation 4 backwards compatibility. Can you play PS3 games on a PS4? But before we get started with this video, if you would, please like and subscribe, and I greatly appreciate it. But without further ado, let's get started with this video. So, as some of you guys already know watching this video, PlayStation 4 backwards compatibility is a hotly debated issue amongst console owners, especially since the Xbox One backwards compatibility is so effortless. Sony has offered a few solutions to the problem, but they're certainly nowhere near as elegant as Microsoft's slick and mostly free alternative. Now, I personally didn't know anything about backwards compatibility up until last week when I saw one of my friends playing Halo Reach on his Xbox One. That was a Xbox 360 game, which I was very jealous of because I have a PS4 and I certainly want to play some games like Call of Duty Black Ops 1 again. So, of course, I went home and researched everything I could on backwards compatibility, trying to find out if I could play my PlayStation 3 games, especially my Black Ops disc, on my PS4, because that would just be so amazing. But, you know, of course, it didn't work. I even tried it for myself, tried a bunch of different ways, and nothing worked. Now, for the PS4, you can play PlayStation 3 games via streaming service PlayStation Now. Unfortunately, it doesn't come cheap and fails to take into account physical and digital games you already own. So if you own a game on the PS3, you're going to have to purchase it again on the PS4 if you want to play it. And they don't offer a whole lot of games yet that I am truly interested in. Specifically, Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2 and Modern Warfare's. But of course that's going to be remastered in the new Infinite Warfare. So sadly you can't just play your old PS3 games on PS4, neither by inserting them or downloading them from the PlayStation Network. The systems are fundamentally not compatible with each other. For PlayStation 2 games though, this is starting to change. Sony's built an emulator that allows you to play very select titles for the PS4, but there's a lot of potential to enhance the availability for PlayStation 2 titles in the near future. Now, I love my PlayStation 2 games that I used to play on my PlayStation 2 way back in the day, long time ago. I loved it. Now, if they could put a bunch of PlayStation 2 games, I'll be happy, but I think that they should also add PlayStation 3 games too. Just remaster them. Well, not really remaster, but just add them to the PlayStation Network. Somehow, I don't know, but what makes the complications around PlayStation 4 backwards compatibility worse is that Microsoft has already solved Xbox One backwards compatibility by creating an Xbox 360 emulator within its latest console. For those that don't know, that means you can simply slide any supported Xbox 360 game into your Xbox One and it'll play straight away, or you can download digital titles from the Xbox Live store, and this is all free, so as long as you have them, or you own them, that is. So, can you play PlayStation 3 games on the PS4? That's what thousands of other people, other than me and thousands of others, are asking Sony. Now, they have put out a solution to this problem because you can't exactly play PlayStation 3 games on the PS4. But the solution is called PlayStation Now. And it will let you stream older PlayStation games to your PlayStation 4 over your home internet connection. Eventually this will go to PS3, I believe it's already there, and other devices. PlayStation Now was first announced at CES 2014, and since then the service has been launched in full with both rental price options and subscription tiers. It hit PS4 first, and before making its way to PS3 on May 12, 2015, eventually PS Now will spread to PS Vita and PS TV. In the United States and Canada, PlayStation Now costs $20 for 1 month membership, or you can go for the 3-month membership for a, was it, $45, and rental prices range from $2 to $20 depending on the title and the duration of your rental period, which can last from 4 hours to 7 days or 30 days. So PlayStation Now is a costly service in the UK, as there's currently no membership options available. Rentals are in 2 pricing tiers here in the UK. Games will either cost you $3 or $5 for a 2-day rental, and around a $6 to $8 for a 30-day rental. If you haven't used the service before, PlayStation Now offers a free trial period for new users. This should allow you to make sure your internet connection is suitable and you don't encounter any latency issues. Let's see, PlayStation 4 versus the PlayStation 3. But we know what you're thinking. Are all PlayStation 3 games available through PlayStation Now? Well, I mean, of course not, but PlayStation Now is home to a growing collection of over 100 PlayStation 3 games. You know, some of the games that are very popular are Dead Space 3, God of War Ascension, Ratchet & Clank Into the Nexus, Ultra Street Fighter 4, many others. While these are all fairly high-profile releases, PlayStation Now is also features some smaller, slightly more usual indie games too. So PlayStation Now will eventually offer games from the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, and PlayStation Vita catalogs, but currently there's only PlayStation 3 titles available. So the big question again, why can't the PlayStation 4 play PlayStation 3 games? The PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 use completely different system architectures, which means the PlayStation 4 would need to emulate the PlayStation 3 system in order to make the games work. The figure often quoted is that the system needs 10 times the power of the thing it's emulating in order to do so at full speed. Sony does claim that the PlayStation meets this 10 times more powerful mark, but producing a workable emulator also requires a whole lot of work when working with a system of the PS3's complexity, and that means a healthy cash investment too. So the PlayStation 4 would cost probably a third more of the price it was when it first came out. So instead of came out at what, $500, $550, it would probably go for around $750 or $800, which would be a stop sign for many people buying the PlayStation 4, and many would go over to the Xbox One side, as they already are, since its backwards compatibility issue is. But that's why the main reason Sony decided not to do this, and it's sure to be one of the most common complaints about the new console. We can imagine many people simply assuming they'll be able to play their old games on PS3 games on the thing, but I don't think it'll come anytime soon. So I'm not quite sure about PlayStation 1 games or PlayStation 2. They're offering a lot of PlayStation 2 backwards compatibility, stuff like that. PlayStation 2 games are being available throughout the PlayStation Network store. There's plenty of them going through, especially with the Grand Theft Autos, the Grand Theft Auto trilogies, and Grand Theft Auto Vice City and other stuff like that. And then you got the Star Wars Bounty Hunter, Star Wars Jedi Starfighter, Star Wars Racer Revenge, and so many others that are just so big and popping out there. Truly, guys, I don't know if this will happen at all. Actually, you heard it's the biggest complaint that Sony gets. I don't know if it will happen. It would be a miracle if it would happen, because as so many others share with me, we're desperate to have that thing, that backwards compatibility that the Microsoft users and Xbox One users have. So of course we're very jealous of the Xbox society. Everyone wants backwards compatibility. I mean, for PC users it's no problem, and now for Microsoft users there's no issue. PlayStation really needs to step up its game. I mean, they dropped the ball. They had so many, like, their sales when they were selling PlayStations, their sales were so much higher than Xbox One's, and now because of this backwards compatibility issue, all their sales are starting to go down, and sales for Microsoft Xbox One are extremely skyrocketing. They're going up due to this backwards compatibility. I know 7 of my friends now that have completely sold their PlayStation 3 and their PlayStation 4 just to have an Xbox One. They sold both of those systems just to purchase an Xbox One for backwards compatibility. They've been able to go on eBay and get Xbox 360 games for cheap, like 3 times cheaper than the retail price of a pre-ordered game for Xbox 360, and have been able to play those, and they've saved tons of money. So I'm totally jealous, because I don't have the time, money, or anything as many others just to do that. So honestly, just a little heads up to Sony, you're gonna lose thousands of people in the network, PlayStation users, just because of this backwards compatibility. You should do your best to fix this. Offer more stuff. Remaster stuff like Microsoft is doing. I don't even know, guys. Thank you guys so much for staying tuned. I hope they fix this. Please like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. It's your boy Loy here, and I'm out. Peace.